Hello, everyone.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm Josh. I'm going to be your caseworker for today. I know we introduced ourselves last time. I just want to make sure everybody remembers each other. How are you today, Mom?
I am doing good.
And Dan? Dad?
I'm fine.
You doing good? Okay, good. So, Young Bear family, good to see y'all again, as always. Last time we met, we talked about setting some goals and some plans for next year. But you also wanted to talk about, last time we talked about some of the problems that you were having in school with your academics, with your behavior, with your just overall perspective on school and where you live and what's going on right now in your life. So we talked about perhaps letting you go stay with your grandmother next year on a reservation, or having you to repeat the 8th grade here at this school. Have y'all sat down and talked about anything that y'all want to do next year? Have y'all agreed on anything?
Well, I would like to see Dan stay here. I mean, both of his siblings succeeded here. I would like for him to stay here and finish school here,
Okay.
but I don't be saying with that.
Dad, how do you feel about that?
I guess it's up to him.
Dan, how do you feel about what we're saying right now?
Okay.
So you don't care about school? You don't care about, what is it that you don't care about?
That is just stupid.
What's
People.
stupid?
This town's dumb and people are dumb.
Well, we understand that you're a really smart kid. Your history teacher spoke highly of you as well as your mathematics teacher. We want to come up with a plan that helps you and makes your mom happy. She has some good points. Because since you moved to this town, you guys have been doing really well. Your family is more stable financially now. Your dad has a great point as well because he feels that you're at the age now where you need to accept responsibility. You need to also have some input because this is your life. We want what's best for you and as for the family as a whole. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So what are some goals that you would like to see, or some things you want to do in your life besides live on the reservation? What are some things we can do to perhaps make Mom's life or her decision for you to stay here? Are there some things you can change to make your experience better here at this school?
I don't know, people just don't get it here. They're a bunch of people.
I understand how you feel. We also have an alternative. We talked about last time perhaps busing you to another school. Is that something you want to do?
I ain't going to dummy school.
Do you think you can perhaps change your attitude and maybe try a little harder here? One of our other goals was to probably try to get you to maybe go visit family on the weekend.
Sure, that's fine.
Dad, do you have anything to say?
I would enjoy him being able to visit with my mom on the weekend.
Mom?
I mean, they know where I stand about this, and I hate that we are disagreeing, so we all need to figure out what's best, but they know where I stand about this.
Clearly, everyone in the family is split on the decision. So it's going to take more time. We have to come up with some decision and finalize it before the next school year.
Hi, how are y'all doing today?
I'm fine. How are you today?
I am good. So last time we met up, we talked about the goals and what y'all each would like to see happen. So has anything changed? Let's start with you, Mom.
Well, basically, I still feel that it would be best for Dan to stay here. I mean, he's such a smart boy. My other boys, my son has done well, my daughter has done well. I see so much potential in him. I really want you to stay here. I love you so much.
Dan, has anything changed for you about what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, John.
Well, I feel, I feel like if Dan wants to go to the reservation and move there, that he should be allowed to. I have good family there. I grew up there, and I feel like he's a man, he should be allowed.
John,
You're
you
allowed to
know,
do that.
your family, we had no life there on the reservation. He was not able to, just the special classes that he needs, they're all offered. You know, we're doing so well. I mean,
Well, Janet, I got a degree and I turned out okay, just because I didn't go and finish school exactly when I was supposed to.
but what are some of the goals you think would help us?
Okay, so first off, I think we can all agree that the first goal is we need to plan on where his school, or Dan's school placement's going to be. I think that's the most important, is school right now. Do we all agree on that?
We agree that education is important, right, John?
I do agree, yes.
Okay,
There has to be some sort of a compromise we can come up with.
okay, so since we are still on the subject of school, I just want to let you guys know that I will talk to each one of his teachers individually, and I will discuss that they need to be involved and know what's going on and know the goals that we are planning. So I will talk to his teachers, so y'all do not have to worry about that. Okay, and the other goal is, I think we can all agree, he needs to do more tutoring. We need to definitely keep his grades up. We need to have more family support. And do y'all know what I mean when I say family support?
I mean, we give him a good life. He has everything. He has everything he wants. You know, we have a really good life here, so that's support.
Yes, but I also want y'all to be very involved. Like, make sure he's on top of his homework. Make sure he's doing it every night. Ask him how did he enjoy school that day. Like,
Y'all hear that, John? You hear that?
y'all both need to be
Yes,
involved.
Janet.
Y'all both need to be involved. So I think on top of that, family counseling. Because we all need to be together here as a family. Okay, and so, Dan, I heard that, you don't behave bad in your history class.
That's what she does, sure.
So, would you be interested in possibly doing this, cultural project I heard about, for some extra points? You can talk about Native American, and is that something you'd be interested in?
I guess, sure.
Okay, well, if you agree with that, that will be something I also will bring up to your teacher if I'm already going to talk to individually one of them. So, now that we established the goals, are we some sort of agreement now what we need to do?
Well, last time we talked about maybe if he could continue to stay in this school as I want,
Mhm.
and also his dad wants him to be able to visit with the family more. We're thinking about just allowing him to go and spend his free time on the reservation. That's something that we agreed upon as a family because we feel it would be best for him to stay here possibly and spend time with his family on the reservation. I understand that I haven't been the best, but I want to do what's best for you, Dan. I want you to be happy.
So I see Mom is all on board, so Dad, are you all on board on this? Any other parents?
Yes, I think it is good for him to spend time on the reservation and that family, but Dan, if you don't do what you're supposed to do in school, and if you act up and have behavior problems, then that privilege will be taken away from you. And that's something that you need to understand, son.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I think we definitely got things accomplished today, and I will see you guys next time we meet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
You are
much.
welcome.
Good afternoon, Young Bear family.
Good afternoon.
Hi, look at Dad smiling
Good to
today.
see you guys.
Hi, Dan, how are you doing?
I'm good.
All right, sounds great. Well, so it has been about 6 months since we have been administering the goals that we have made or that we, made last time that you guys were here. So, Dan, I was very, very happy to report from your teachers and that your last two report cards have shown basically all B's. You even had an A in there as well too. So your grades have improved dramatically being back in 8th grade this year and at the same school as well too. I think that's wonderful. I mean, that more than, I mean, you went above and beyond. That surpasses the goal that we had in mind for you for maintaining C's and B's. So I think that's absolutely wonderful. So I take it then that the tutoring outside of school has really been beneficial in helping you well too?
It definitely has helped. It definitely has.
Good. So that extra support from the teachers then really,
Oh, yes. I definitely like that they supported me more throughout this.
that's great. That's great. Also, I got a report that a couple of weeks ago that in your history class, you got to do your culture presentation, and you gave a history of Native Americans and kind of where you came from, and I hear that your classmates really responded well to that and really, really enjoyed it.
Oh, they definitely were interested, and they definitely enjoyed my presentation, and I mean, I even enjoyed doing it too, so I'm definitely glad I did it.
That's great. That's great. Sounds like you're a natural-born speaker, and I know that even in the past, when you were a little disruptive, you were known for your good storytelling. So that's great. I'm really happy to hear that. Do you think that kind of gives you more feeling of a kinship with your other classmates? Do you feel like perhaps you're getting along better with them and fitting in a little better then?
I think I am fitting in a little more. I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable now.
Good. So maybe they just needed to have a better understanding of where you came
Yes,
from and
I think
your
it
culture.
definitely was important that they saw where I came from. I think that was definitely important. It definitely helped out in the long run.
That's wonderful. I'm happy to hear that. And so I also hear, Dad, that twice a week you're sitting down with Dan and that you're helping him and doing his homework with him and checking over everything and make sure that he's staying on top of it.
Exactly. I took a job in town, so I'm home a lot on nights, so I'm able to spend time with my son. I'm very proud of you. You are becoming the young man that I knew you could be, so I'm very proud of you.
That is absolutely wonderful. I'm very happy to hear that. So how is it going with your new job as well, too? Are you feeling better about being in Maccabee in this town and off of the reservation as well?
I am. I was able to have a more open mind about this town. With me working here, I was able to make new friends and allow people an opportunity to get to know me and understand the Native American culture. So with me doing that, I can appreciate the move. My wife definitely had some good points, and I'm glad she stuck to her guns about us staying here.
That is wonderful. I'm just so happy to hear that. It's so good to see all of y'all smiling today as well, too. And Mom, so tell me how it's going as well with as far as incorporating more of the Native American culture into your home, since Dan has felt more of a connection and kinship with the Native American side of the family. How's that going?
It's going really well. Dan actually got together with his grandmother the past couple times that he's gone and gathered some recipes that he liked from her, and so we'll all get together in the kitchen and, you know, make some Native American dishes, and then we allow Dan to tell some stories that he's learned, and then John as well. He'll tell us all about it, and you know, his little sister, it gives her, it allows her to know more of the culture too, because she's not being raised in reservation either. So we're really enjoying it. It's been
That's
just fun together.
wonderful, great. So are you still feeling okay about this, Dan, with you being able to spend as long as you maintain good behavior and a good attitude, that you get to spend weekends on the reservation, but then during the week you're still there with your family and in Maccabee? Are you still okay with that?
Yes, I think it all evens out good. I think it all balances good. School here and then going there on the weekends, I think it all evens out good for everybody, not just me, but for my whole family.
Wonderful,
Mhm.
wonderful. Well, I am so happy to hear that. So what I'm seeing here then is that with the family counseling and support, that we are more unified here, just from the smile on your faces is what I'm saying, and that has been really beneficial. So that is one goal that has been checked off. Dan's grades have improved dramatically, being a basically B student, even throwing in some A's in there. I bet we can get you in straight A's through high school as well, too. Great. So that's another, I mean, in only 6 months as well, too, and what an amazing accomplishment. That's another goal checked off. You've gotten to do your culture presentation as well too, and it sounds like that just went wonderful, and the students enjoyed it as well. So again, another one of the goals that we have discussed in our planning stage, that has been marked off. And then lastly, we have your reservation trips as well too, and that it seems like, I'm getting feedback from your teachers that there's much less disruptiveness going on in class, and that you're paying a lot more attention and behaving yourself a little better as well too. So that's great. Students really enjoy those visits then. So what this is showing me that in 6 months that we have met all of our goals. From here on out, I hope that you guys can continue to utilize the extra tutoring, and that you continue on the path as well too of rewarding, your great behavior by allowing you to go to the reservation as well too. I do hope you continue this through high school as well too. Now, I'm very, very, very looking forward to being able to go to high school as well now too in 9th grade. So as far as that goes, and I believe that our time together with this great improvement is coming to an end. And as much as I'm going to miss seeing you, I do hope that in a few months, or when you start 9th grade, that I'll be able to contact you and just make sure that everything is still on track, if that's okay with y'all. All right, wonderful. Well, it was such a pleasure working with you. Such a pleasure. Dan, you just look wonderful. And I hope that y'all have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.